In the small rural town of Cranford, there was an old house on the edge of a forest that locals whispered about but rarely spoke of aloud. The house was once owned by an old woman named Magdalene. Magdalene had lived alone in the house for years, with few visitors and even fewer friends. Her reputation as a witch was well known, though no one had ever seen her practice magic. But what the townspeople didn't know was that Magdalene's magic was real and far more dangerous than anyone could imagine. The legend goes that in 1923, a young couple, Henry and Eleanor, both curious about the supernatural, moved into the house, unaware of its history. They had heard rumors of the old witch's magic, but they believed it to be nothing more than gossip. However, on the first night in the house, they experienced something that would haunt them for the rest of their lives. The couple awoke to a cold chill sweeping through the house, followed by the sound of whispering voices. Eleanor heard a woman's voice calling her name, but no one was there. Henry, skeptical at first, tried to brush it off as wind. But things escalated when Eleanor began to feel an overwhelming sense of dread. One evening, Eleanor found a strange symbol carved into the back of her closet, an old mark used in black magic rituals. As the days went by, strange occurrences intensified. Objects moved on their own, cold drafts swept through the rooms, and both Henry and Eleanor started to experience nightmares where they were trapped in a dark void, watching shadowy figures tormenting them. One night, Eleanor saw a shadowy figure standing at the foot of their bed, its eyes glowing red and its mouth twisted in an evil grin. Desperate for answers, the couple visited the town historian, who revealed the truth. Magdalene had cast a curse on the house before her death. The curse was tied to a demonic entity she had summoned to grant her eternal life. Now that the couple had unknowingly stepped into her domain, the demon was awakening and feeding off their fear. In a last-ditch attempt to break the curse, Henry and Eleanor sought the help of a local priest. But when the priest performed an exorcism, the house erupted into violent chaos. The walls shook, windows shattered, and a demonic voice echoed through the house, cursing them all. The priest barely managed to escape with his life. Eventually, the house was abandoned again, but the dark energy that lingered in the woods was never fully dispelled. To this day, people who pass by the house report hearing faint whispers in the wind and seeing strange shadows moving within the trees.